Hey everybody, welcome to another unboxing video from Resource Trails. It's been a while since we've done one of these. It's long overdue. It's one of our most popular topics and videos when we produce them, and we figured it's time for another one. So it is January 2025 here in beautiful, frigid, cold Des Plaines, Illinois, and we got this package directly from the North Bank line. Mr. Austin sent it to us here. These are brand new in from Korea, and without any further ado, let's cut it open. And I think while we're cutting it open, I'll do a little overview of what's in the package as it's starting to come out. So these are the brand new production from Blue Rim Precision out of South Korea, the Western Pacific Cabooses. Now also in this lot are Cabooses for the Sacramento Northern, for the Tidewater Southern, and Weyerhaeuser Timber Company as well. So you've got 4 different railroads covered. Of course, the Sacramento Northern and the Tidewater Southern being all under the umbrella of the Western Pacific there as well. So we've got 4 different road numbers here. We've got many different variations of the Cabooses. We've got a 3-window version, a 4-window version, a side door version, some different end platform configurations, and of course a whole bunch of different paint schemes. There's red ones, blue ones, green ones, yellow ones, all kinds of great colors in this slot here. So Rich has got these cutting open now. I think this is our favorite part of the deal here, where we get to see the contents of the box. We'll give you a preview of the first one that's coming out of the box here. And let's see, which one is that?
Styrofoam.
Yeah, exactly, covered in that. So
Western Pacific, recessed end in brown.
look at that, first one right off the bat. All right, let's take a look at that in the label there, and we'll get the box out of the way. We'll unpack the rest of these and show you some of the details.
Perfect.
All right.
Yes. All right. All set?
Yep, crowd favorite?
Crowd favorite. Western Pacific.
Which one is this?
Square end, orange and silver car.
Oh, that should be nice. Yeah,
Pretty.
Absolutely. It's got a good color scheme.
Bell of the ball. Here we
Bell of the ball. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, you weren't kidding.
Oh, yeah.
That is striking.
With a single sheathed, outside braced, however you
yeah.
want to refer to it, definitely is.
Absolutely. That is the right call here.
Yeah. Right.
And again, these are brand new from the North Bank line. It's January of 2025. Just arrived from Blue Rim Precision in Korea as the builder. Oh my gosh, that is incredible. Wow, we'll do a little bit of an up close here. And we'll take a good detailed look at all of these.
Underside detail.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah, that is incredible. Beautiful. All that brake rigging on there too. So full detail on these cars. Unfortunately, they do not have any interior lighting, nor do they have any functioning marker lamps. Marker lamp detail is included, but there is no functioning lighting on them. So let's take a close look at the long end there. Wow, that is a beautiful car.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very solid.
Very
too.
cool. So now that we've seen that one, let's go ahead and we'll open the rest of them off camera here, and we'll spare everybody that time, and we'll take a look at all the rest of these cars here right now. All right, we got them all out of the box, and we're going to just do a little bit of a quick pan shot here to show you the 5 variations that we've chosen to open. There are other variations out there, including additional road numbers for some of these paint schemes, but this represents the majority of the schemes offered, and it's a representation of most of the railroads that were offered here as well. We'll actually pan our way back here. We're going to start with what I think is the most unique one in the group, and that is the Weyerhaeuser Timber Company. This is a caboose that the Weyerhaeuser Timber Company purchased secondhand from the Western Pacific and used on their timber railroads. If you have any of the Division Point Baldwin logging mallees that came out a few years ago with the Weyerhaeuser Timber livery, this would be a great addition to that locomotive that you've got there as well. Precision Scale did some runs of those too. So we're going to move down next to the Sacramento Northern version of the car, the Sacramento Northern being a subsidiary of the Western Pacific, or at least associated with the Western Pacific. Check out those green safety stripes on the end of the car there. That is a very cool feature, maybe a little bit more modern paint scheme. Possibly comment down below if you know the details on this paint scheme or the development of this car and how it may have ended up in the Sacramento Northern fleet there. And we showed you this one already. This is the orange and silver version of the Western Pacific Caboose number 625. Take a quick pause right there and look at that one more time. And then we'll take a step back in time and look at the older paint schemes of this series of caboose. We'll check in here with the caboose number 612 and the boxcar red. This is a very it's a very red boxcar red. It tends to skew a little bit more on the red side than the brown side. Let's take a quick look at the other side of this car here. And we'll show off some of the details as we pan back around. Now, we did mention these cars do not have lighting, but if you look closely, they do have a cupola interior up there. That's a very nice feature with kind of that marine green paint color to them. I don't remember the exact name of that paint color, but it's kind of a fun feature in there as well. And it looks like there's even some black on the handrails, the cupola handrails that would have gone up from the ladder into the cupola. Now, we saved a very fun one for last. This is Western Pacific Caboose number 403. And this one is a side door equipped version. And you can see that side door right there. They called these Canyon Cabooses. Apparently, they ran on a branch line of the Western Pacific that required some need to have that side door. Again, comment down below.
Probably LCL business.
Very possible. Yeah, that's a very possible explanation. I don't know the exact details on that. I wish I was a Western Pacific modeler right now, because boy, if I was, I would be adding a lot of these to my personal collection. But we're going to take one more close look at the interior there, show you some of the detail, and then we'll come around and we'll finish up with a look at the marker lights and the recessed end doors of these cars. There's another variation there as well. You can see that end door tucked way inside that car body, hanging out there, and a nice feature of them. So one more quick overhead pan of the shot of the Cabooses here, and these are just 5. Again, these are just 5 of the variations that have been offered. There are about 15 or 16 different variations: Western Pacific, Sacramento Northern, Tidewater Southern, and Weyerhaeuser Timber Company. But what I want to talk about now is the way that you can get your hands on one of these models.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's what we are. We are an authorized North Bank line dealer. That's why we have these cars. And we want to thank all those customers that placed those pre-orders. We're working on getting your pre-order out just as soon as you get us payments on any remaining balance on those. But these 5 cars represent the majority of our overstock. We typically don't purchase overstock. However, we did have a couple customers that decided that they didn't want these cars anymore for whatever reason. So that means that you have an opportunity.
Which with North Bank line means you have days,
yes,
maybe
days.
hours, because in the 4 years that we've been a dealer for Ed, these products last days, maybe a week.
We've had business cars.
And then the calls keep coming in. Hey, you have one of these left. You have one of these left. So if you have any interest,
get them now.
These may be the last 5 or 6 or 7 cars in the country.
They may very well be. You know, these are limited production. I don't know what the total number of production is on this. I'm going to say somewhere in the 2 to 250 range total
with
all the
variations.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So very limited production. Now, of course, with that limited production comes a price point that is associated with the build quality. Now, we do want to talk about these, though, too, being the highest build quality out there today.
Right.
These range in price from $725 to $750, depending on some of the variations of the cars. The Weyerhaeuser Timber car is a little bit more expensive because it didn't quite have as many produced as the others out there. So anyway, again, it is early January 2025. These will be hitting our website in the next week or 2 at most. Hopefully this week, hopefully this Friday, this coming Friday, which would be the 10th of January. And if that is the case, grab them at 10 a.m. Central, as we do all of our weekly updates.
On Friday
morning, 10 a.m. ResourceRails.com. Check us out. We'll put the link below down in the contact information as well. And again, these cars, brand new, Western Pacific, Tidewater Southern, Sacramento Northern, and Weyerhaeuser Timber Cabooses for North Bank line.
And a bargain.
And a mere bargain. It's a bargain at a mere $725. Although when you think about the amount of time and craftsmanship,
you get what you pay for,
absolutely.
And it's not 1975.
Which
things cost a little bit more.
The last time these cabooses were produced in brass was in the 1970s from the West Side Model Company. So, and we'll leave it at that. Thanks, Rich, as always, for your time. Appreciate the help.
Absolutely.
And we'd love to see you guys visit our website. Check out the links below in the description and visit us, resourcerails.com. Thanks again, everybody.